Hey YouTube, what's going on here? This is Alex with Earnest Entertainment, and today we're going to be doing a Pokemon Yellow playthrough. This is actually a very interesting and very fun game, very nostalgic for all the players, just because you're pretty much taking the role of Ash and not Red this time, considering your opening Pokemon is going to be Pikachu and not one of the three normal starters, as well as actually being able to get the ability to obtain all three starters without any cheats or trading with any individuals who have a different cartridge than you. So yeah, let's get really into started. I do actually like the Pokemon Yellow intro because it's all about Pikachu. So let's start a new game.
Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are used for pets. Others use them for battles. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First off, what is your name?
I think I'm not going to use my real name. Instead, I'm just going to go for Ash.
Right, so your name is Ash. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again?
I honestly find it hilarious that in all the Red Blue Generation 1 games that Professor Oak doesn't remember his own grandson's name. I mean, that's pretty bad, if anything, but I think I'm going to stick with the anime canon, so we're just going to stick with Gary.
That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. Ash, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits.
Alright, so as you could tell, Ash is definitely one of the richest dudes in Palatown, considering his house only has 2 rooms, and he has 50% of it, which is really cool. So first we're going to save, just so if anything happens, I still don't have to actually start from scratch, even though I didn't do much. Also, if you guys don't know, in your Pokemon PC, right into your room, your first account always has a potion in pretty much almost every game, so definitely make sure to get that. So now let's go downstairs. And there's our lovely mother and 50% of the house. Talk to her. And then she's all sad because apparently in this universe you can leave when you're 10 years old, which is kind of upsetting if you think about it. A 10-year-old who isn't going to hit middle school really just goes on a journey on his own with no supervision or anything. So this is the wonderful town of Pallet. As you can see, there's many people to meet and see. And as we try to leave, we get stopped by Professor Oak.
Hey, wait, don't go out. That was close. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass.
And then you find a random Pokemon. A runaway Pikachu from the Viridian Forest. A wild Pikachu has appeared. So now you get to see Oak have a little, kind of like a cut screen thing where he just catches you your Pokemon and then you're just like, well, thanks man. You just throw Pokemon at a Pokeball. It's so easy. What is also kind of nice because it kind of gave you the tutorial on how to catch Pokemon.
Phew. A Pokemon can appear anytime in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me.
So then we gotta follow this old guy. You don't know what he's gonna do to you, but you're just gonna follow him. So then you follow. I'm assuming he's known Oak all of his life, considering how many people are actually in Palatown. And then you're greeted by him. Gramps, I'm fed up waiting.
Gary, why are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Oh, whatever, just wait there. Look, Ash, do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it.
Hey, Gramps, what about me?
Be patient, Gary. I'll give you one later.
So then I think Gary starts flipping out a little bit. And then I gotta proceed to get it, but then Gary gets very impatient and just shoves you. No way, Ash. I want this Pokemon. Gary snatched the Pokemon. Shocking twist.
Gary, what are you doing?
Gramps, I want this one.
But Oh, alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Ash, come over here. Ash, this is the Pokemon I caught earlier. You can have it. I caught it in the wild, and it's not tame yet.
Ash received a Pikachu. Do you want to name Pikachu? You know what? I never actually named my Pokemon, so I think I'm actually going to give it a name, but I have no idea what to do. let's actually think something thunder. How about we're just gonna name him, not Sparky, let's go with Bolt. Bolt's a good name. Like Lightning Bolt or whatever. And it's also actually the name of Naruto's kid, I believe, in the new Naruto series. You guys haven't been paying attention to that. I'm kind of having a slight interest back into it after that. So now we got our Pokemon. We walk a little bit, and then I think we're just gonna save really quickly, just so nothing. I always like the multi-save, so it just protects you in case anything crashes or anything. So then we walk. Wait, Ash, let's check out a Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. So then you fight Gary with the Pokemon he took from you, with the Pokemon that is not tame yet, and he just wants to fight. So he sends out Eevee. I actually really like this one because his evolution will depend on what you choose. So we're just going to keep on hitting him pretty much with Thunder Shock, because I'm pretty sure Eevee's attack stat is actually pretty weak, and since they just keep on using Thunder Whip or Tail Whip, they're just going to try to lower your own defense, but they don't do too good, and we already got paralyzed, so that's really good. Go Bolt, use Thunder Shock. And now, as you can tell, we're pretty much creaming Gary, which is kind of expected because usually you never lose this fight. And even if you do, the game doesn't really penalize you at all, but just for safety records, in case Pikachu's attack missed and he got a critical, we're just going to heal with the potion. So then we're just going to use one more Thunder Shock, and that should take it down. Oh, okay, he's still hanging on. Good thing I actually used that potion, otherwise I would have been dead. So Bolt uses Thunder Shock and finishes it off. And then I'm assuming it's going to level up, because it usually does if you win this. This is like the only reward you get, plus a new move, and I think a few $100s. By the way, I've always wondered if the Pokemon market in this is actually very inflated, because if you $175 for a 10-year-old is a lot of money just to be walking around with. So I'm pretty sure that their money system is probably a lot less more than ours. Pokemon fight to toughen up. Ash, Gramps, smell you later. And then he runs away like a little crybaby.
What? Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should just keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can talk to it and see how it feels about you.
Let's actually do that right now. Clearly he's not happy just because he just got over a battle and he's tired. Plus, it's day one with me, so let's just walk around. And it's really nice because this is actually the first time any Pokemon would ever follow you in the games. And they didn't really actually repeat that until a few games later on. I think the next game to actually introduce this mechanic where a Pokemon follows you might be Diamond and Pearl with Pokemon Annie. I think it is. And if you talk to this guy, he actually gives you a potion, so that's really cool too. So don't ever forget about that either. So now we're going to make our way to Viridian City. And I think I'm going to keep this video a little bit short just because it is the introduction after all. So what I will do is I think I might get Oak's parcel or deliver to him and then actually just save it. So for now, what you need to do, I actually went to the wrong building, but for now, since I'm here, let's actually just heal with Bolt. And what's actually really cool about this one is too, that you actually get to see the Chanseys next to Nurse Joy. That's something I always thought was really cool too. So then we give her a Pokemon. And unlike the show, it only takes like 5 seconds to heal your Pokemon. They always say the same thing. Thank you, your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. I mean, how do they even fund Pokemon centers? Is this like a government-issued building or whatever? But either way, you don't have to pay for it, so that's cool. You go in the Pokemon Mart, the guy calls you over from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Ash got Oak's parcel. So apparently you're a delivery boy at this point too. Okay, say hi to Professor Oak for me. So then we got to go all the way back to Pallet Town, which is actually, like, what, 20 feet away from this city? I mean, why couldn't he just hand deliver it himself? Or at least Oak go and pick it up himself, you know? But I guess he is a store owner, so he's got to watch everything. And then we're actually going to get into an encounter with a Pidgey. And what I actually really like about Pokemon Yellow compared to Red and Blue, the sprites are amazing compared to them. I mean, if you look at Pidgey's picture sprite for Red and Blue, it looks completely different and wrong. However, with Pokemon Yellow, it actually looks really good because I think this time they actually have the anime to go off of instead of the little sprites that they did for the game. So we're walking. Man, I think I need to get a little bit better. I'm still kind of sick. We're walking to Professor Oak's lab, and then we still got Pikachu following us, which is really cool.
Oh, Ash, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me?
Ash delivered Oak's parcel.
Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Ash. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me.
Gramps! And here's where we kind of throw our life away for Professor Oak. Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out.
Ah, Gary, good timing. I need to ask something both of you to do for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data you've Pokemon you've caught or seen. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Ash, Gary, take these with you.
Ash got the Pokedex from Professor Oak.
To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That is my dream. But I'm too old, I can't do it, so I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history.
Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Ash, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Ash. Haha. Yeah, Gary's kind of an ass in this entire movie, or this game, series, whatever. But in Pokemon Origins, or even, Pokemon Gold and Silver, he actually changes a lot. And I know a lot of Pokemon games, if you talk to some of Professor Oak's aides in here, they might give you a potion or something, but not in this one, apparently. So now let's embark over to Gary's sister's house to actually get a town map from her, because she's actually not like Gary at all, and not being a total butthole. So you talk to her for a second, she gives you a town map, and I think she just tells you how to use a town map. Nope. Okay. So now let's leave Pallet Town and go straight back to Viridian City, and that's where we're going to be going to save. Because I feel like this episode is getting kind of a bit long for the first intro episode. And I want to make this series a nice lengthy thing, but not to be too boring, so let's go all the way and just figure out how we're going to do this. So for now, we're just going to go to Viridian City's Pokemon Center, or at least in front of it, and then save. Unfortunately, I tried to get myself to save in front of it looking away, or just barely past front the door, but it doesn't work on this one because if you hit down, it's just going to take you down. So now we're going to save, and it's only been 10 minutes, but that's still enough time. Saving, and this is Alex with Earnest Entertainment signing off.